What's up, Samurai? We're back to Trove, and today we're going to be talking about Luxian and his inventory. I'll try and get some other videos up for you guys today, but as always with these Luxian videos, I kind of like to recap you guys on some stuff that's going on with me personally and blah, 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 blah. And I'll talk about all of that at the end of the showcase, just so that we can get on with it for you guys. I haven't seen what his inventory is for this week, and okay, that's actually a really solid inventory. Most of all, I'm looking at Sebastian, which is an insanely rare item. You guys will want to pick this up just because it rarely ever shows up in Luxian's inventory. The Scout Saucer is also actually really rare, and the Laevantis Hoverboard was by B13 or B6 or whatever. I forget what his username is. I'm sorry, it's been a few years since I talked with him. I think he's since quit Trove. But this mount goes with the really cool gunslinger costume that he ended up making. And either way, this is a really, really cool mount. So anyways, let me swap classes here so I can show you guys. Sebastian is from when I started Trove. This item is no longer in the store and is basically just the normal speed version of Slow Sebastian. The funny thing is with Slow Sebastian, even now, you can use the Knight subclass ability and it will dominate over its slow movement speed anyway. So Slow Sebastian doesn't actually matter if you have a Knight with high with high stats or whatever. Let's take a look and see Sebastian. I'm assuming he's pretty expensive. Yeah, usually he is. Not to mention it's also 100 dragon coins, which is atrocious. But he's always going to end up being quite expensive because he has not only the nostalgia value of the mount, but he's also just really, really rare. Like, he rarely ever shows up in Luxian's inventory. Then there's going to end up being the silver Tabby Meownt, which is a chaos chest item. So I'm not exactly sure why that's in Luxian's inventory. Maybe it's been moved out of the chaos chest, but frankly speaking, I'm pretty sure you can just craft this as at a chaos bench, and it's nothing spectacular because it's just a cat reskin. This is at the point in time when the devs were really, really lazy, and they kind of just made it have a different, a different color palette, and that's it. No unique VFX, nothing to pertain to it actually being, ice themed or something. I guess it's not supposed to be ice themed. And then there is the WV whatever blah 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 B_yellow. I knew there was a B and I knew there was a 3. That's all I remembered. But this, I don't even know why I don't have this favorited, because this is a really cool mount. Surprised it's not very expensive, but it makes sense because in lieu of the fact that Sebastian is going to be expensive because of he's really old, he's also kind of really iconic because of how stupid he looks. This is just another cool mount in the thousands of mounts that we already have in the game. I'm actually surprised that it's from the promo tab. I totally thought this was a chaos chest item, but okay, I guess it's been a few years. Either way, it's a surfing board mount and it just looks really cool. I don't know what it is. I really like the surfboard mounts, and this one in particular has always been one of my favorites that for some reason I didn't have favorited in game, which is weird. And then there's going to be the Scout Saucer. So this is kind of a scam because this was it says Event Vault, but I'm fairly confident this was a daily login item. I could be mistaken. Another item that is oddly cheap, and I don't really know why, because this mount you would assume would be expensive simply because of how big it is and the fact that it has multiple functions, because it actually does fly and stuff like that. I don't know what it is, but as a kid I was always obsessed with like flying saucers and alien stuff. I still love alien movies just in general. Another one that I actually watched more recently was called like No One Escapes, or Nobody Can Escape, or something like that. I forget what it was called. Something on Disney Plus, or it was on Disney Plus here in Canada, which was a surprisingly really good movie. At least the alien part of it was. The ending sucked. But anyways, this is a flying saucer, and I seem to recall that this was free at some point. I don't really remember though. Unfortunately, it is all only like a couple colors and doesn't really have any detail to it. But thankfully it is a metal block mount and kind of compensates for the fact that it's such a big mount anyways. And it's just like, It's just really iconic. Then there's going to be the Repulsing Emblem. So this is stupid and kind of pointless. This makes it so that when you drink a flask, it pushes nearby foes away from you. The only reason you would ever want this is because of the mastery. I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say, are people even selling this for a decent amount? Honestly, 400k for 25 dragon coins is more cost effective than buying Sebastian. But the problem is, I don't think anyone would actually buy this, right? I don't know. I could be mistaken. Then there's also going to end up being the Luxian style stash. Now, in the style section, weapons, hats, so on and so forth, not auras. But you'll notice that there's all these different categories of items, mastery, pinata, so on and so forth. These are going to be like a style stash, a style saver or whatever, where it'll unlock a random seasonal event, pinata, or Luxian equipment style in each of those categories for any character. So it essentially gives you one mastery each. But it will give you old event styles, so stuff that you may have missed earlier on in your time playing the game or whatever. Even I ended up using these for a little stint there just because there was quite a few things I was missing out of the event styles. And then there's the Empowered Gem boxes, 5 of them for 25 dragon coins each. I'd say that's a bit steep, but technically I think this is still a time-gated resource. The Empowered Gem boxes, am I wrong about that? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, it's been a few years since I actively grinded these boxes, but you still get them with Lunar Souls, right? I think. And then there's the Golden Hoard Dragon Soul, which is going to end up giving you multiple forms of the Luxian mount itself. And I'll, kind of go through these really quick for you guys. Here's the Cookie Cutter Dragon. I'm not going to do a good camera angle for it because I don't care. This one flies but doesn't shoot fireballs. And then this is going to end up being the final one. Can you guys stop standing right on top of me? And this one glides as well as shoots fireballs. Cool. Okay. And that's pretty much it for Luxian's inventory. So let me recap you guys on some of the plans that we've got coming soon. And then on top of that, just what's been going on with me personally. I try to talk about these updates in Luxian videos, even though frankly speaking, I talked about a lot of these topics during my more recent Trove video where I mentioned, how the 2023 was like the worst updates for Trove like ever, and that that still retains. Anyways, this guy's distracting me. So basically, like, I still am kind of playing the games that I'm playing on the channel, Dungeons of Sandaria. I'm probably going to do a stream. I'm planning on doing some more Ready or Not videos, some Fortnite videos that I have recorded. For the most part, the mainline series that you guys are going to regularly see, because those are just going to be one-off videos for a little while, is Minecraft is still going strong. I'm still recording a lot of it. And then Trove, obviously, I still got a lot of plans with that. And then... What was the other game that I was playing? I don't know. There's some other game that for some reason just escapes me. But talking more about personal stuff, my gym training has been going fairly well. I did kind of talk about this in a YouTube short and even just during live streams and stuff, but I'm not going to necessarily show you guys my progress unless I actually have progress to report. I have gone 1 month of solid training pretty much every day of the week, save for like maybe 1 day off or 2 days off here or there, or I just get too busy or whatever. It's been going well. The biggest thing that I've been focusing on with my training now is the long drawn out eccentric movement and then pausing at the bottom of the stretch. And that's actually been making a huge difference. I had to lower a lot of my weights. So the ego lifting is, as mentioned in the event that's going on right now, which by the way, I hope you guys are still logging in and doing these daily training missions. They're super duper easy so far. But we're slowly making a dent on this stupid mountain. It's going to take a long time. But anyways, my training's been going good and I feel good. Like physically, I'm still really, really sore in the joints and everything. Well, not the joints, but the muscles and everything. So we'll see how that all goes. Hopefully I'm looking a little bit bigger and more refined in the following months, but we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, and then otherwise, I guess there's not really too much else to say other than just things are kind of going regular right now. you know, it's just kind of life, right? Like there's not really anything substantially different or big coming out soon that I'm going to like have on the channel. I have some more ideas. One thing that I've been messing with behind the scenes is I don't know if I should talk about this project, but I kind of wanted to do these videos where I draw things based on your suggestions and then I put them in my merch store for like a limited time. I don't know if you guys would be open to that. I know that my merch can not be super duper cheap, but it's the cheapest that I can possibly make it. But anyways, I guess that pretty much covers it. I'm sorry I'm ranting so much, but the biggest thing for me going on right now is I've just been focusing on trying to change my sleep schedule around because I've been waking up super early, but with that means I get really, really tired really quickly. I don't know why. I just always work better at night. And I'm trying to stay up late enough that I can sleep in more and then be on a night shift, but it's been very tedious. Anyways, just wanted to say a big thank you to all of you watching. I do have another very special Trove video planned soon, an unboxing video, which, spoilers, I got some really good stuff out of it, but you'll see that very, very soon. In any case, smash like, sub for more, buy the merch, and want to support the channel. Excuse my ramblings, and have a wonderful day.